Hola, humans. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another Sunday Studies with Trudell the Comic God. Right now, I'm just doing some gesture drawings because gesture drawings are great for figures, and I am a comic artist, so figures are the name of the game. Plus, I do some figure drawings later on, and I think, or character drawings, I don't know what you'd call them. And I think it's great to get nice and loose. So, honestly, I should start my day every day with these, but I do not. But I start with 1 minute figure drawings or gesture drawings, and then I end with 5 minutes. There's also 2 minutes within the 1 and 5 minutes. I don't know why I said it weird like that. But so that's what I'm doing. I'm getting nice and loose with the drawings, making sure I'm all well in practice by the time the end of this comes. You know what I mean? Like the next study I have comes, the more complicated studies. And yeah, this model had a lot of good poses. I always shout out New Masters Academy because that's where I draw from. I used to do live figure drawings when I was in school, but ever since then, so those are my figure drawings. Sorry, they went quicker than I thought. And now or my gesture drawings, my bad. Now I'm going into my figure drawing or my costume drawing. When I look for these on Pinterest, and the girl had a lot of attitude, so I was like, heck yeah, looks cool as hell. So I was just I need to draw it, right? It looked real cool. I love for girls, I love the baggy on the bottom, tight on the top, the flow of that. I don't know, it just looks cool to me. So this one was dope. But she has like a jumpsuit, like an orange jumpsuit on the bottom, and just like some sort of like tank top neck thing. And I wasn't 100% faithful to the image, but I was mostly, and yeah, I was just feeling the vibe with this one. I like this. The next one I do, I found, and I thought he was a so the next one's a guy. I thought he was a good vibe to play off her, and then after I make it a illustration. But yeah, I'm just inking it. I go through my stages: the pencil, and then the inking, and then the shading. And how I shade, I use screen tone dots, and then I color it this time, which I haven't been doing. I toned the last one, and toning and coloring are the exact same thing for my process because I don't have to. I don't have to use like other colors. I just leave it black and white, and then the kind of eye picks it up itself, and I think it looks really interesting and flashy when I do it. Well, you'll see. Let me know. Is it flashy or is it dumb? Don't let me know if it's dumb. Constructive criticism only, please. Um, but yeah, I'm having a good time with this. Because I like Dragon Ball Z so much, I love drawing baggy clothes because that's what I started drawing off with Dragon Ball Z, and then later on moved to just drawing Spider-Man, so I drew the tight clothes. Now I'm somewhere in the middle. I like a little bit of both of my drawings. I'm inking, and I'm inking, and I'm inking some more. I had some trouble with those feet because just feet and hands. Um, they'll give me trouble sometimes. Not all the time, mind you, which is weird enough. Only some of the time. Uh, but I really should just practice those. But just practicing hands are so boring. I don't know if you guys have trouble with this. Okay, now I'm shading. Sorry, I'm leaving behind in the video. But now I'm shading. Like I said before, you can see the screen tones, and then I put a basic color and outlined the figure. And now I'm gonna start coloring within this color. So I could make, you'll see, these big broad colors on the outside, and I don't have to really conform to the lines at this point, which is just so much easier. And it's great for changing color later. So I mentioned Dragon Ball Z before. She's kind of wearing Dragon Ball Z colors, which is hilarious. But I even turned her green for a second, like Piccolo. Sorry. But what was I saying? Okay, so why it's great to do that is because you could change colors very easily, and it's not a whole process. It doesn't ruin anything. Honestly, you could just turn off the layers that have the nice color and then put different layers on, or copy paste. It's digital. Beautiful. Anyways, I moved on to a different figure. This is a guy, and he's hella strong. When I seen his image on Pinterest, I was like, this dude looks like a superhero. I don't know how. There's some people out there, I don't know if it's great genetics or great training or a little bit of both, but they just look superior. They look like someone drew them. So it's always fun to draw those people. Get actual reference for what I'm doing. But now I'm just trying to now I'm going on to inking it. And for me, I like inking clothes, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out the form, even though I'm good with no form because I'm doing all those gesture drawings. But I'm just trying to figure out the form, making sure everything looks right, because messing with folds is more forgiving than messing with the human body, because we all know what it looks like. We look at it every day, or many versions every day, right? Assuming you see people, which I do sometimes. Sometimes I'm not drawing. It's not only these people I see, even though it feels like it sometimes. The plight of an artist, am I right? Anyways, yeah, this dude's hella strong. So, as you can see, I'm just inking some more. This guy was way quicker than the other girl because I didn't have to deal with too many things. I'm having trouble with the feet. The feet, man. Jeepus. And I changed the pants a little bit just because there was a line through it, but then I made it kind of like cuff, like a superhero would. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, now I flipped it because I was just trying to make sure that he looked good with her pose as well. So now that I know where his form is, now I'm shading because I don't want the light to come from the wrong direction. When you have the same people in the same image, you have to make sure everyone has the proper lighting, more or less. This is just a study, so I didn't do it perfect, especially when I do the setting. I think I mess up on the light, where I place the light a little bit, but it's just a study. This is meant to learn from, so I think I did most of it right. By the end of the setting, you'll see. I'll point it out then. But I'm just going shading with my Pantones, or my screen tones again. And I'm just trying to make this guy look as dope as I made the girl look. I really like the girl. I think I did well with her, especially for it being a sketch. And him, I think I did pretty well too. I just like the other one better. And it might be just because the vibe. The girl is like kind of a design I would draw. This guy, not so much. Because, for me, personally, I don't know. I draw all my characters, all my heroes, usually with baggier pants. Goes back to that Dragon Ball Z thing. But now I'm making sure they line up together and look good. Just finding the exact right position so they look awesome. So they look awesome on the thing. I'm thinking like a splash page type deal, or even like a scene in an anime. What are they just about to do? They both look badass, and the guy is definitely getting ready for something. So I'm going there, and I'm just with the background. All I'm using is the select tool, and like the lasso tool, and I'm just selecting areas and filling them in with a different tone. Trying to make it look interesting in the back. I don't know exactly where what the setting was, but I thought it'd be cool to have a city in the back. Why not? What are they going for? What are they going to? And soon enough, I start working on the foreground. Oh yeah, and what I do, I give the background a blur so it gets pushed back because it's not the main point, but we do want them to see that they are in an interesting setting. And I'm just trying to make rocks or something in the foreground, something look interesting. But ultimately, I ditch this idea and I go for something else because I don't know, it's just too much. It looked too spiky to me, and I don't think settings usually look like that. So instead, I went with like a more natural thing, and I think that's better for storytelling too, because they kind of go out into the city and they're out here being badasses that have to brave the wilderness. So you see I have some trees up there, I got some greenery, and I think it looks cool. So at the back, what I did, I just put a overlay layer on the gray stuff, so it was tones of blue and it kind of made them pop, and I did tones of green. So this is the first character that I made a little more up close. This is the second character, looking dope as hell, look like he could beat any of them in a fight. They look badass together. I don't know if they're a couple or a team, and this is the final image. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy. It has been me, Tradell the Comic God, and I hope you guys learned something or something. If you want to see me draw anything else or want to learn anything specifically, let me know, and I will do it. I'll practice it. This is all about practice. This is all about getting good and being awesome. So let's get good and be awesome, guys. All right. So again, Tradell the Comic God. Like, follow, do all that. You know what to do. You guys have been on YouTube before. And yeah, no, just peace out. I hope you all have a beautiful day. All right. See ya.